Imagine the year is 2018 and Corona was nothing more than a type of beer. And it's time to choose your next car and you're going for an electric one. So you want to choose one with the best specs. But what do you do about the inevitable evolution of this industry? As the technology improves, you get stuck with whatever vehicle you want to choose at that time. Enter eDub Services Electric Conversions, where we want to show to you in today's video the upgrade services that we can provide to our electric conversions, which means when you choose an electric conversion today, you're not stuck with that technology as the industry evolves. Welcome to eDub Services YouTube channel. My name is Kit Lacey, and let's see what's coming up on today's video. So in 2023, we were so privileged to have been awarded by the Independent Garage Association the most innovative garage in the entire UK, which is a really big deal, and we're really excited to have been awarded that. But what's also, it's not just something that we were awarded because of what we said we did, it's actually something that we prove it. And this is what I wanted to show you today. So this is Matilda. Now you may recognize Matilda from one of our previous videos. So Matilda has quite significant technology at the time. It was one of our first Tesla conversion camper vans many years ago, and has actually a Tesla battery pack installed in. And that technology has evolved quite significantly. So when Matilda was commissioned, the latest technology available was CHAdeMO rapid charging, and was Tesla batteries, and was Tesla drive units, and a few of those things have evolved moving forwards. And if you've watched some of our other videos, or if you've been following us for a while, then you'll know that we pride ourselves on having quite modular conversion systems. Now, what that means is that all of our conversion systems are kind of in blocks, and we use that figuratively in how we connect them all together. So therefore, when a part of the technology does evolve, which is inevitable within our industry, it means that when you've chosen your electric conversion, you're not stuck with the technology that was available at the time. And instead, you can come back to us in the future and you can say, hey, I see that we've got faster charging now. Can I have that particular kit? That's exactly what's happened here. So again, if you check out the video of Matilda when she was actually originally delivered, then you'll see that quite a lot is the same. The interior is exactly the same. Now, a lot of has happened behind the scenes here. There's now a battery cooling system going on underneath my bottom and underneath the cabinets ahead of me. And in the rear, the Tesla drive unit is still the same, but the significant upgrade here is that instead of a CHAdeMO rapid charging system, there's now a CCS rapid charging system. So as you're thinking about an electric conversion for your classic car, then take a look at eDub Services and what we can offer. And the modular service is something that is really innovative and means that, unlike a traditional car, you've got a classic car that you want to stay a part of your family for as long as possible. And we want to help you with that. These vehicles have names, Matilda being this vehicle's name. So it's not just a part of the family that just is for transport. This is a part of the family that is named and is loved and is cherished for as long as possible. And one of the key things that we aim for with our conversions is to make that a reality for you and your camper van. So when you're choosing a camper, why not take a look at the services that we offer and know that we offer these upgrade services as we move forwards. We also offer free servicing. So as you move ahead with your vehicle, if you want anything checked out or checked over from a classic car perspective, but also from an electric conversion perspective, we offer some free servicing for life on all of our conversions. So that includes latest upgrades on the electrical systems that we put into the system. It also includes a general service over the classic vehicle, checking the obvious things to make sure that they're all working fine. And if anything does need changing or altering out of necessity, then we'll give you a discount on those. And if you do want any upgrades, like a CCS rapid charging system or whatever the future of this industry throws at us, then there's a discount on those too. So rest assured that going with an eDub conversion is not just the best decision for you today, it's the best decision for you and your vehicle for many, many years to come. But let's take a look at the only real obvious thing that I can show you with the upgrades that have happened on this vehicle. So as with all of our conversions at eDub, is we try and keep the electrification side of things quite hidden. We don't want to ruin the look of the classic car, and as you see it go past, you want to stare at it because it's a gorgeous classic. not because it's a bit glaring or a bit obvious or a bit strange. And that's evident in most of the things we do. And it means that all I can really show you from the upgrades we've done is what you can see here. So again, we need the rapid charging system, in this case the CCS system, to be as accessible as possible. And it means that it does present itself on the external of the vehicle, but it's designed to be like this, and I don't think it looks too bad. And obviously it's in the same place that the petrol cap used to be and where you would refuel with petrol. So a logical location for where this used to be. If you remember what Matilda looked like previously, the only solution we had for the CHAdeMO system was to actually build it into the engine flap itself. And that doesn't work moving forward. So instead, we've put a CCS system into the engine flap, and that's sat here doing a really, really great job. The process of upgrading is there's a load of stuff that's happened inside as well. So we've changed a high voltage junction box to now contain a lot of the CCS systems. We've also updated the 12-volt system to feature our latest eDub control board as well. And all of that has been hidden behind an engine bay. So in our modern conversions, you won't see what you see here, which is actually an extra boot, because all of the batteries fill up that space in our newer conversions. But as this conversion, we couldn't just say to the customer, hey, yeah, there's loads of upgrades available, but you have to change the entire vehicle. That's not what we're about. We're trying to go modular, and we're trying to do it so that the upgrades are as sympathetic to the customer's budget, but also to the vehicle and to what's actually necessary for what's required of the vehicle as well. So the CCS socket is sat here on the outside of the vehicle, gives you a little button here, which is your emergency unlock button, and also gives you a color to show you the status of the charging as well. And then you've got other features inside the vehicle that are turning on with that. You've got battery cooling pumps that are brand new, that are running battery coolant through the modules to make sure they stay really nice and happy. And that makes multiple journeys much easier. So the CHAdeMO system we were using before, we didn't feature the battery cooling, because at the time it wasn't really making much difference. And the Nissan Leafs that used the CHAdeMO system at the time didn't have it. We didn't know. Now we've learned that the battery cooling system is really important. So that's been implemented as well, which will allow the user of the vehicle to get much further per charge. So they can do a single charge, they can stop for a rapid charge, do another leg of the journey and stop again, with the batteries keeping healthier between those charges. So it's a really great feature for that as well. What I want to show you next is another vehicle that we've got in for upgrade. Now this is a bit of a different slice of the cake, and actually tailors more towards some of our trade customers that might be watching, and some people that may have seen our new trade features on our website. So let's take a look from Maggie and instead take a look at Sally instead. So this is Sally. Now again, you might have seen Sally in some of our previous videos, and I wanted to show you this because it's another opportunity to explain about the upgrade procedure that we offer. Now Sally was actually fitted almost as a kit form, so the customer was wanting to do a lot of the interior work himself, and that's still a work in progress, and some of the drive systems as well. And what we supplied was our eDub E30 conversion kit to him. We did the installation and made sure the wiring was working properly, and then it was commissioned to the customer for him to do the interior and the control systems for his driving style as well. But again, that system was built traditionally just with Type 2 charging, so it was only really able to be recharged in 4 to 5 hours as a minimum time. And there was a plan initially to put the CHAdeMO system on it that we were talking about earlier, but as CHAdeMO has become less and less favorable, we spoke to the customer and said, let's just hold off on CHAdeMO and wait for a CCS system to come through that's going to be much more applicable to the vehicle and is going to give him longer use and more variety of use across the country, but also across actually the entire continent, to be able to use rapid charging through the CCS2 system. Now, Sally is, as you can see, a beautiful vehicle, and we're really excited to see this evolve as we move forwards, but it shows a prime example of what we can offer to trade customers as well. So a number of you watching may either have a garage that you're looking at, or maybe you'll have got another service where you're wanting to be able to show off electric classic vehicles, and you need somebody like ourselves to step in and fill that void of the electrification process. And if you take a look at our new webpage on our website, edubservices.co.uk/trade, then what you can see is all of our facilities that show our main products, including the packs for the electric classic campers, and those are available on trade systems as well, where we can come to an agreement about whether we do just supplying the kits to yourself. Maybe you're global, maybe you're in another country, another continent, and you want to be able to fit these with your team, then let us know. Or maybe you want to be able to send us a handful of vehicles at once, and there's obviously discounts and trade prices on those kits as well. I'm afraid the kits aren't available to individuals, so let us know if you are more in the trade field for you and your business. But Sally is a great example of something where this is a constant work in progress, and we're really privileged to be able to have systems that are innovative enough to be able to work alongside that and not be too restricted by the systems that we've built in place. So here we are with Paul, who is the proud owner of Matilda, who we've been working on the upgrades with recently. And Paul, I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions about Matilda, because you and I have never, obviously we've spoken plenty of times between us, but never on camera about this particular vehicle. And you were one of our first customers many, many years ago. And so I first just wanted to ask you, what led you to come to eDub with the idea for Matilda in the first place?
Yeah, sure. Well, we were looking for a camper van. Well, we really wanted a camper van, but we also wanted, we want to do electric because that's the direction everything's got to go in. And so then we came across you in the Guardian article about hiring a camper van, and you said you do conversion soon. So that was the start of it all for us.
Perfect. And at that time, there was a certain level of technology, and we went through that earlier in the video. But now you've come back to us with some upgrade facilities, specifically around CCS rapid charging. Yeah. So why don't you tell us quickly about what difference is CCS rapid charging going to make to Matilda and your use?
I mean, just really simply, we'll be able to go further. So where we have said, look, we can do 180 miles in a day, and then we've got to find a place to stay overnight or whatever. Now we can just drive from London to the lakes, something like that, in a day with a charge somewhere around 5 minutes. So yeah, we'll find somewhere else to charge. We can just go longer distances in the day. We'll do. We left at 6 in the morning, 6 in the evening. We can go onwards. So we'll be able to go just a little bit longer distance.
Brilliant. So ideally, more miles being churned up on this over the next few years.
It won't take us 2 days to go to the lakes. It'll take us one.
Perfect.
Which has always been nice.
Yeah, sounds ideal. Brilliant. Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So thank you so much for watching today's video. If anything in the video has piqued your interest, then please head over to our website, which is edubconversions.co.uk. And if maybe you're in trade and you're looking for a trade solution, then we've got our brand new webpage that I mentioned earlier, edubconversions.co.uk/trade. Take a look at the options that we can offer you there for either classic car conversions like the eDub VDub T2s, or maybe even Morris Minors or Porsche 911s. Take a look and ask us any questions that you've got there as well. Also get in touch if you are interested in a classic electric conversion. Campers are our specialty, but we can take the technology to many different other types of vehicles. But we'd be really interested to hear from you and the goals that you have for your classic vehicle and the future that you want to see from it being electrified. My name's been Kit Lacey, Director and Founder of eDub Conversions, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.